Hi, and welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben.
And I'm Kay.
My wife is with me. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, it has.
Please excuse her. She has my cold. I've had pneumonia, and I gave her my germs.
Yes, you did. Thank you for making me sick.
I did record a review for this, but it didn't record, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring my wife in for this because she enjoyed it more than I did. So we're going to have a couple of varying points of view. Not too different, but slightly different. But will it be worth your while? Let's discuss.
A tiny startup run by two teenage boys and a newly arrived, supremely psychically gifted girl, a renegade trio destined to unravel a mystery that will change the course of history.
So it's 8 episodes. They're around about 45 minutes a piece. It's set in London, but it's a London that is... It's now, but ghosts are around.
Yeah.
And this time around, ghosts can hurt you. There's varying types of ghosts and varying types of hurt they can inflict upon you, which makes the kids walking around with swords on their belts very cool, but also normal. When you're 13, you can get inducted into the ghost groups, where there's different agencies like police that get sent to different hauntings, because imagine now cemeteries are alive with ghosts, because obviously people there's dead bodies there, and for some reason that's where ghosts congregate. There's different types of hauntings you can get, and various types of agencies that are called. This time we have Lockwood Co, which is a young agency that doesn't have an adult supervising it.
Yeah.
In fact, Lockwood is the dude that has built this company. And we have a newbie that joins. There's a trio. There's a geek dude who is all about the history, who you love.
Yeah, of course.
There's Lockwood, who is the leader who needs to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
They're all 16 to 17, so they act their age, and we'll get into that a bit. And then we have a young orphan who she's not an orphan. She was 13, inducted by her mother to basically as a slave labor for her to go and learn to be one of these ghost hunters to earn money. Something goes awry and she ends up at Lockwood Co. That's kind of what the first episode is, and kind of shows us into this world.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought about it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the dialogue, the quirkiness of it. There were times when I got a little bit irritated with the teenaginess, but I had to keep reminding myself that they are teenagers. And although life has changed and, now there is so much pressure put on teenagers in this world because they are the ones who are sensitive to these ghosts and these sort of supernatural creatures that are haunting the place. So it's their job to go in and clear and, get rid of these ghosts that can hurt people. So it's almost like the roles have reversed, and so adults are kind of useless at this because they don't have the sensitivity to be able to fulfill this job role. And so all of the danger and all of the sort of the hardship falls to the younger people, and as they grow up, as they get older, they start to lose their sensitivity, and so they become more and more useless in terms of society's needs at the time. And so it's a really, really hard situation for them to be in. So I kind of give them a bit of grace in terms of, well, you're being a real idiot, but I kind of understand because of the situation that you're in. I loved the style of it. I loved the fact that they were using an eclectic mix of weaponry to fight these things. And I also really liked the fact that there's very clearly, from early on, there's quite a clear arc that extends further than this particular season. So you get the sense that there's more to come, that there's more story to be revealed, more to unravel. I'm just really looking forward to finding out more about this world and how it came to be the way it is. And I think that's what the arc is all about, is actually figuring out how, what happened? How did the veil get torn, so to speak? I really enjoyed the characterization. I thought the actors played their roles really well. There was quite a lot of Britishness in it, which I appreciated, as it was, it was reflecting where it was set. I thought, how dare you cough while I'm talking?
Sorry.
I thought that the score was good. I wasn't irritated by having to turn it up, turn it down, turn it up, turn it down.
Yeah, that's unique.
It was great. You could just set the volume and listen to it without having to make any changes, which is unique. I really enjoyed it, and I would love to see more.
Okay.
I thought that the CGI and all of that was also good. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with it.
I think when it comes to ghosts and spiritual stuff, you can get away a lot with a lot more when it comes to ghosts because they're ghosts. So when it comes to CGI,
they're not supposed to look quite real.
Yeah, you're not looking at like that doesn't quite look real, but you're like it doesn't look real. It's not supposed to look real.
Exactly.
And so you can play with that more, and I think they have fun with those sort of ethereal, ghost-like creatures or persons, and the differences in that. I found myself being more drawn into the story though when it was humans that were bad. I thought that when it was Tensa, it worked better. There's a couple of cases that the kids go on. They have to make money to make ends meet to keep their agency alive, and they seem to make things worse with each case, which I guess helps the tenseness of the story and makes you keep wanting to binge it. I think it's very bingeable.
Absolutely. Just watch the whole lot.
Every episode. I think we watched it in 2 nights.
Yeah, we did.
4 episodes and 4 episodes, and that was easy, and that was when I was pretty ill and still kept my attention.
Yeah.
I think for me, I understand the reason why the writers made the kids make bad decisions, because they are kids. They're still in the height of their teenageness. The hormones are rife. There's that typical love story that's going to be there. There's kids making stupid decisions and trusting people that they shouldn't be trusting, and going down into the cellar or going off half-cocked without actually having a plan. Just go straight into danger that's probably going to get you killed. That part of it irritated me a lot more than I probably should have, because I understand that they're writing to the age that they are.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was thinking, yes, but if you're living in this world, you understand the dangers, and it could mean the end of your life. You may be a teenager, but you don't want to die, so planning would be key. But when you have no adult supervision, maybe that's...
But then there's sort of a twist at the end where you realise why some of those decisions were made.
True.
So yes. I'm not going to spoil that, but there is actually a reason.
There is also some plot protection, like as in our characters should be dead.
Many times,
and for the reasons of you're the main character, you're still alive. Mm-hmm. There's one particular scene where a character falls down a long way onto their back. And it is fairly decent because they've established this lift going down. And a character falls down, and then later on that character is alive. And I was just like, I'm calling bullshit. So there is a sort of, okay, you've made the laws right, and you've made a sense of realism within the ghosts living in London. It all feels tangible, but then sometimes you just have to put the nonsense aside. And like, it's a fantasy, not sci-fi, it's a fantasy realistic look at what life could be like if ghosts were alive and kids were the ones that were able to see it and adults couldn't. Yeah,
you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit for that particular scene.
But it's very minor niggles, and I really enjoyed it as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing second season. But I don't want to say that. I just want to be humbug about it and say, no, it was crap.
Why?
Because maybe Netflix will give us a second season. If I say,
it does seem like it. Whatever we want, Netflix goes, oh, they like it. No, let's cancel it.
Anything I say is good will be cancelled. But honestly, it was a lot of fun. The Britishness works in this. The swords on the hilts, the way they fight it. You know some of the lore if you've seen Supernatural, but then you're giving it a proper British makeover, setting it in London scapes.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun. I would love to read the books, but I kind of don't want to now. I'll read the books after, maybe, because
if they cancel it, then I'll read the books.
They've established the law, like with the Half Bad series that's been cancelled. We'll read the books now because that's been cancelled. So fingers crossed, because obviously the Dark series 1899 from the creators of Dark, that was cancelled, and that is mental. So many series have been cancelled recently. I'm talking about cancelling a lot because I totally believe this will be cancelled. Because
really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Everything gets cancelled.
No, don't cancel it.
I have no faith in the Netflix series at all. Be really sad.
I'm sorry, but you need to put positive energy out into the universe. Come on.
We're gonna get 6 seasons.
I don't know about that, but we definitely want a second one.
We're getting 6 seasons. Double arc.
Okay.
2
fine.
trilogies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see them grow up like Harry Potter.
Yeah, that might be boring because once they reach a certain age, they're no longer
see
sensitive.
anything. But there's a new generation. They're kids. We'll see it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What are you going to give it?
Ooh.
We just lost the light. The sun went down.
Yeah, the sun. Bye, sun.
I'll stick on this. and
No,
it's
it's
coming
fine.
back.
It's fine. It's coming back. It was just a passing, fleeting cloud. I'm going to give it 4.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
Wow.
And you got one. Congratulations.
It's really good.
I think that's the highest score I've ever given.
I think that's true. You really liked it. I'm going to give it 4.
And you got one.
So still really enjoy it. Alright. Let us know your thoughts and feelings down below once you've seen it.
Yes.
If you're going to talk spoilers, but with spoilers, ... Until then, who's your favourite character?
Ooh, it's a tricky one. I think I know who mine is. I can't remember his name, though. What was his name? The nerd.
The nerd? Yeah, I don't know. I've forgotten his name as well. Not Bobby. There he is. George.
George is my favourite character, and he reminds me a lot of the guy from the IT crowd.
I like the skull. It's my favourite character.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember,
Live long and Tuesday. Oh, I managed to do it.
Yeah, well done.